I need to tell you something. Something nobody talks about. Something your English teacher never explained. You can understand English perfectly when you listen. You can read articles. You can watch movies. But when someone asks you a question, your mind goes blank. Nothing comes out. Why? I'm going to tell you the real reason today. And it's not what you think. Hello, my friend. I'm Emma. Welcome to English Fluency, the podcast. And today, everything changes for you. Listen, I need you to do something right now. Think about the last time someone spoke to you in English. Maybe at work, maybe online, maybe in a coffee shop. Did you understand what they said? Probably yes. But when it was your turn to speak, what happened? Did the words come easily? Or did you panic? Did you translate in your head? Did you say nothing at all? If you said yes to any of those questions, keep listening, because I'm about to explain exactly why this happens, and more importantly, how to fix it forever. This is not about grammar. It's not about vocabulary. It's about something completely different. Something that changes everything once you understand it. Are you ready? Let's begin. So here's the truth. The uncomfortable truth that nobody wants to tell you. Your brain has two different systems for language. System 1 is for understanding. System 2 is for speaking. Most English courses only train System 1. That's why you can understand, but you can't speak. Let me explain this better. Let me tell you a story about Michael. Michael came to me 3 months ago. He's from Germany. He works for a tech company. His job requires English every single day. He told me, "Emma, I understand everything in meetings. I read technical documents in English with no problem. But when I need to present my ideas, I freeze. I can't express myself. People think I'm not smart, but I am smart. I just can't speak." I heard the frustration in his voice. I heard the pain, because this wasn't just about English. This was about his career, his confidence, his future. So I asked him, "Michael, when you listen to English, what happens in your brain?" He said, "I just understand. It's automatic. I don't think about it." "Perfect," I said. "Now when you try to speak English, what happens?" He thought for a moment. "I think in German first. Then I try to translate. Then I worry about grammar. Then I forget what I wanted to say." Do you see the problem? Do you see what's happening? When Michael listens, his brain works automatically. Fast, natural, no thinking. But when he speaks, his brain works manually. Slow, difficult, too much thinking. This is the problem for 90% of English learners. You trained your understanding system very well, but you never trained your speaking system. And here's the worst part. The more you understand, the more frustrated you become. Because you think, "I understand everything. Why can't I speak?" It's like watching a professional chef cook a delicious meal. You understand everything they're doing, but that doesn't mean you can cook like them. Understanding and doing are completely different skills. So what's the solution? How do you train your speaking system? That's what I'm going to teach you today. 3 powerful methods that actually work. Methods that train your brain to speak automatically, without thinking, without translating. These methods changed everything for Michael. In just 3 months, he went from freezing in meetings to leading presentations with confidence. And they will change everything for you too. But first, let me tell you something important. Something you need to hear. This is not going to be easy. I'm not going to lie to you. Training your speaking system takes time. It takes practice. It takes consistency. But it's possible. Absolutely possible. And it's worth it. Because imagine this. Imagine someone asks you a question in English, and you answer immediately. No translation, no panic, no blank mind. Just natural, automatic speaking. Imagine that feeling. The confidence, the freedom, the opportunities that open up. That's what we're working towards today. So stay with me. Keep listening, because everything I'm about to share is going to help you get there. Okay, let's dive into method number 1. Method number 1. Stop translating. Start responding. I know. This sounds impossible. You're thinking, Emma, I can't just stop translating. That's how my brain works. But listen, your brain only translates because you trained it to translate. You can retrain it to respond directly in English. Here's how. Every day, starting today, I want you to do this exercise. It's called the response exercise. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. Then ask yourself simple questions in English and answer them immediately in English. Don't think. Don't translate. Just respond with whatever comes to your mind. For example, what's your name? Answer immediately. Emma. Where are you from? Answer immediately. New York. What did you eat for breakfast? Answer immediately. I ate toast and coffee. See? Simple questions. Immediate answers. No translation. At first, your answers will be short. Basic. That's okay. That's perfect. Because you're training your brain to respond directly in English without using your native language as a bridge. Do this every single day. 5 minutes. Every morning or every evening. Doesn't matter when. Just do it consistently. After 1 week, increase the complexity. Ask harder questions. What do you think about remote work? How do you feel today? What are your plans for the weekend? Still answer immediately. Don't overthink. If you make mistakes, that's fine. The goal is not perfection. The goal is speed and directness. Michael did this exercise every morning before work. He told me, Emma, at first I felt stupid talking to myself. But after 2 weeks, something clicked. In a meeting, someone asked me a question, and I answered without thinking. For the first time in years, I didn't translate. That's the power of this exercise. You're creating new pathways in your brain. Pathways that connect English questions directly to English answers. But this is just the first method. The next 2 methods are even more powerful. Ready for method number 2? Method number 2. Think out loud in English. This is different from talking to yourself. This is narrating your thoughts in real time. Here's what I mean. Right now, you probably think in your native language all day long. Your internal voice speaks your native language. But what if you switched that internal voice to English? Sounds crazy, right? But this is how children learn languages. They don't translate. They just think and speak in the same language from the beginning. So here's what you do. Choose one activity every day. Just one. Maybe it's cooking. Maybe it's walking. Maybe it's exercising. During that activity, narrate everything you're thinking in English. Out loud. Not in your head. Out loud. For example, let's say you're cooking dinner. While you cook, narrate. Okay, I need to cut these onions. Where's the knife? Here it is. Now I'm cutting. Be careful. Don't cut my finger. Good. Now I need to heat the pan. Add some oil. Wait for it to get hot. Okay, it's ready. Now add the onions. Smells good. You see? You're not translating. You're directly expressing your thoughts in English, in real time. This feels strange at first. Your brain resists. It wants to think in your native language. That's normal. Push through it. Do this for 10 to 15 minutes every day. During one specific activity, make it a habit. After a few weeks, something magical happens. Your brain starts thinking in English automatically, even when you're not narrating out loud. And when that happens, speaking becomes so much easier because you're not translating from your native language anymore. You're speaking directly from your English thoughts. Maria, one of my students from Brazil, told me this method changed her life. She said, "Emma, I started narrating my morning routine in English every day. After 1 month, I caught myself thinking in English throughout the day, without even trying. Now when I speak, the words just flow." This is the power of thinking out loud. It rewires your brain. But we're not done yet. There's one more method, the most powerful one. Method number 3. Use speech shadowing with emotion. You've probably heard about shadowing before. It's when you listen to native speakers and repeat exactly what they say. But most people do shadowing wrong. They just repeat words like robots. No emotion, no expression, no soul. That's not real shadowing. Real shadowing means copying everything. The words, the tone, the emotion, the body language, everything. Here's how to do it properly. Find a video or podcast with a native English speaker. Choose content that has emotion. Maybe it's a TED Talk. Maybe it's a movie scene. Maybe it's a motivational video. Play 5 to 10 seconds, then pause. Now, repeat exactly what you heard. But don't just say the words. Feel the emotion. Use the same tone, the same facial expressions. Pretend you're an actor copying their performance. For example, if the speaker sounds excited, you sound excited. If they sound serious, you sound serious. If they sound sad, you sound sad. This might feel silly. You might feel embarrassed. But this is how you train your speaking system to operate automatically with natural emotion and intonation. Most English learners speak like robots because they only focus on words. They forget that communication is emotional. It's expressive. It's human. When you practice shadowing with emotion, you're training your brain to connect English with feelings. And that makes speaking automatic. David, another student from South Korea, practiced this method with TED Talks every evening for 20 minutes. He told me, "Emma, after 6 weeks, my coworkers asked me what changed. They said I sound more natural, more confident, more engaging. I'm using the same words, but I'm speaking with emotion now. It's completely different." This is what happens when you shadow properly. You don't just learn words. You learn how to express yourself naturally in English. Now, let me bring everything together. We talked about 3 methods. 3 powerful methods that train your speaking system, not just your understanding system. Method 1. Stop translating. Start responding. Practice the response exercise for 5 minutes every day. Method 2. Think out loud in English during one daily activity for 10 to 15 minutes. Method 3. Use speech shadowing with emotion for 15 to 20 minutes several times a week. These 3 methods work together. They retrain your brain. They create new pathways. They make speaking automatic. But here's the truth. You need to be patient. You need to be consistent. Results don't come in one day or 1 week. Michael practiced for 3 months before he noticed a big change. Maria practiced for 6 weeks. David practiced for 2 months. Everyone is different. But everyone who commits to these methods sees results. Real, lasting results. So here's my challenge for you. Choose one method, just one, and commit to it for 30 days. Every single day, no excuses. Maybe you'll do the response exercise every morning. Maybe you'll think out loud while cooking dinner. Maybe you'll shadow emotional content before bed. Pick one. Write it down. Set a reminder on your phone. Make it non-negotiable. And in 30 days, come back and tell me what changed. I promise you, something will change. Because here's the final truth I want to leave you with. You are not broken. Your English is not bad. You simply trained the wrong system. Now you know how to train the right system. The speaking system. The system that makes communication automatic, natural, and confident. You can do this. I believe in you. Thousands of students before you have done this. And you will too. Thank you for listening to English Fluency, the podcast. Thank you for investing in yourself. Thank you for having the courage to change. I'm Emma, and I'm so excited to see where your English journey takes you. Keep going, keep practicing, keep believing. You've got this, my friend. Goodbye.